podcast where we have my best friend on, kind of go from there and go into music.
Tell you about my best friend is one of those episodes.
Totally. Yeah. Whatever.
Ratt Talk, motherfucker, get down with it, identity, shitting all over what that fake bitches, man, I kinda smoking dank, kicking ass on the side, bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe, boom, bitty, bye-bye, who's getting high, everybody is, bitch, watch how time flies with that real talk with a steel cog, taste it, jizz with a twist and your chin on your faces, podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit, up the ante when they blaze and I take it in, from the gays to the scum to the friends, every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had this energy. This is Ratt Talk, catch an ice bag injury. Y'all moving like a motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Horse got the boss weed, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see. Ratt Talk.
All right, people, we are here with another Ratt Talk episode, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And today we're actually hanging out with Amanda's best friend. Why don't you introduce your friend to the world today? Huh?
My very best friend in the entire world, Marissa Barrientos. Yay!
Now someone's going to steal your identity because you got your full name.
Oh,
now.
shit. I'm sorry.
Full name.
Sorry. Oops, sorry.
Not me.
But yes, I mean, we actually did play a song that you wrote on last week too. So if anybody does recognize that name, this is the face.
She's not proud of that one,
I'm
though.
not proud of that one, so don't.
You're not proud of any of your music, though. Not like I am, though.
That's, yeah.
It's true. Actually, it is
true.
very true.
I am probably like the president of her fan club. I would say that I'm her number one fan, but honestly, her mom is her number one fan.
That's
But you guys
natural.
are back, you know. You are the two
Like the two.
city members of my fan club.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I appreciate it.
It's like if your mom's not there, people will look at Amanda and be like, "Oh, that's your mom."
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, we've gotten in public mistaken as mother and daughter many times.
Oh man,
Yeah, so I'm always reprimanding her. Marissa.
No, but seriously, yeah, she is your biggest fan. I mean, you have no idea how many times I've heard not that I've had to hear the songs, but that I've heard the song, but I've had to
hear the song.
No, but I've had to hear her ask me, do you know that this is Marissa? You know this is Marissa, right? This is Marissa?
Because
Did
I'm
you know
still
that this is
geeking out
Marissa?"
about it.
Sorry.
And by like the fit, we're 5 years in, pretty much. Like we're coming up on 5 years.
We're coming up on 4.
4 years.
We're coming up on 4.
No,
You
I
can
thought-
round up.
4.
4 is the new 5.
It'll be 4. It'll be 4 next month. But I mean, we're working on 5. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the future.
Oh,
I know.
shit. It's next month already.
Yeah. See you.
Oh,
Oh, my
fuck.
God. See, she fucking
It's true.
forgot.
It's already 2019 in my brain.
Yeah. See, that's how I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
So.
Right, 4 going on 5 again.
But you would think, I would 5 years. Yeah, I know this is your fucking best friend's song. You played it for 5 years.
I'm so sorry. You must hate my guts.
No, it's not. It's not that. Believe
You're
me,
like,
it's not that.
oh my God, I can't hear her voice anymore.
It's just like, okay, have you ever heard the same story so many times that you're just like, oh my God, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up?
all the time.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I totally get it.
yeah.
Before we
Whatever.
And it's not even it's not even like, oh, shut up, like it's shut up, let me listen to the song, god damn it.
What were you going to say?
Oh, before we strayed too far from the conversation, I had a question about your guys' theme song, and I just you need to know, and I haven't had a chance to really throw it in there. Did you commission that? What's the deal? Like,
Oh, no, it's
that's
our
actually,
our buddy Skribbal. Okay, Gabriel.
cool.
Yeah. My old buddy that I went to, I met him in middle school, but we became really good friends in high school.
Love it.
And and we've been pretty close since then. He actually got a record deal doing hip hop and everything. Mm-hmm. But he was so gracious to make that for us.
It's
Yeah.
great. I love it. That's why.
Actually, he made 2 for us. Like when I first started this, he made one, and then he hit me up again. He was like, "Yo, dude, I want to do another one. Is that cool?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, of course."
So we did, and this one came out way better. Especially because the first one that he did, we didn't really have too much established, so it was just kind of like threw it out there. But then once he got like a feel of it, and he also kind of throws in, he shouts out kind of our local shit that we talk about, like from the gays to the scum, like how we have, like, we do have drag
Our most
queens.
popular episodes, pretty much. Like he mentions her, he mentions
me, he mentions
our friends with Scum, and then
our
also
mentions with scum, and then ice bag injury. It's our friend's band, so he kind of like throws in all of our like our peoples that we represent. We representing.
Yeah, exactly.
Super dope. Sorry.
Yeah,
just
so
like,
no,
I
it's like,
I
yeah,
needed
it's
to
okay.
know.
No,
it's good that you brought that up, though. It's been a while since we shouted out Skribbal.
Yeah.
So go ahead and check out Skribbal. People is all over the place.
Yeah.
Spotify, iTunes, all that good shit.
you guys feel like seeing my face and me getting beaten up and tortured. I also did one of his music videos where he tortures me. So check that out.
Who doesn't like a little torture porn?
I know.
Yeah, I know. Some kinky shit.
Yeah.
All right. Just end up in a pool of blood and shit. It's awesome.
Man, that was a really delayed cough after that.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't
All
even.
that kinky talk.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, so well, since we're on the side talk anyway, can I get another shot?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, can I get another shot just to loosen it up a little bit? Because I feel like
Shots.
I feel like it's gonna go down memory lane right now. And
Oh, fuck yeah, it is. Oh,
look at
I know.
But does she
Whatever.
need a shot?
I know, right? Exactly.
She's been knocking over things all day today.
okay,
Sure.
I'm sorry. It was leg day today, and I'm a little wobbly.
I'm a little wobbly every day, and I don't do leg days.
I feel like a fucking baby deer, though, honestly, walking into everything. And also my hips just naturally knock over everything, because
They don't lie.
it's true.
Your hips are under oath.
My hips are always under
All right,
everything.
so what do
Oh,
you-
shit, that's like one of your brother's song lyrics.
No, it's
No.
not one of his song lyrics. He just said that.
Oh, shit, that would
It's
be a
just
cool lyric,
one of
though.
his quotes.
If you threw that in there, your hips are
But
under oath because they don't
Andres-
lie.
I'm gonna shout out Andres' music.
Oh, fuck
yeah.
yeah.
We did that last
We
week,
did that
too.
last
You
week.
did?
Yeah.
We did that last
What,
week,
his
too.
new stuff, like Berries and Toast?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, we did it.
Well,
Berries
then
and
you
Toast.
you know him better, so shout his shit out.
Shout a shit out.
Andres Barrientos. It's Barrientos, but Barrientos, if you're looking to spell it phonetically. Berries and Toast. His new music is like really dope. It's like very indie vibes, like dream pop, very similar to Kuko, who was another like super dope Latinx artist. And he does all this like shit, like all his recordings are just him. Like it's him.
It's solo shit.
It's-
He's a recording artist.
Like he has like a live band and people
Does he
that
still
plays
do his
with.
band?
Well, this is his band. This is his band. now.
Oh, it's a
Berries
different-
and Toast. It's different. He had an old band before, but that band is.
No more.
It's just now he's got his solo stuff, and it's
He went solo.
arguably
He went
better.
Beyonce.
He went Beyonce. You know, he had his Destiny Child years. Now he's straight
He's
up.
going on, moving forward,
Yeah.
looking
Well,
ahead, not
We're
backwards.
just praying that he's Beyonce and not.
Oh, he's a total Beyonce.
Not the other two.
Yeah.
Don't even know who they are. Who?
Oh, but I'm so proud of him, seeing what he's done with his
No,
music.
he's great. His music is great. Berries
Definitely
and
want to
Toast.
have him on this show.
Check it out, please. He is more like I get the best friend
Actually,
episode,
what
so this
we
is
want,
fine.
what
But
is really the plan, is to have both of you do a live set.
Oh yeah,
we'd be super down for that. I'd be
Yeah.
down for that.
please.
Yeah.
I don't like playing solo, but when I play with my brother, I'm in it.
Yeah,
I love it.
and we've never done a live set here. Although now that we have the tools,
We've done
to
a
do
live
it.
set here. I've done a live set here.
Really?
Yeah, where were you? Where
I
were
guess
you?
I wasn't here.
Yeah, the Gargoyles, Johnny's band, and
Oh, yeah.
Johnny and
That feels like so long ago.
it was pretty long ago. It was
God.
a little over a year ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
All right, so when taking a tequila shot, what's the correct order that you go in? Do you know?
You lick, drink, suck the lemon, the lime.
Well, yeah.
Lick it, drink it, suck it.
Lick it, drink it, suck it.
That's the
yeah.
correct, because that's the way I do it. But I see people do it in all different kind of ways, and I'm like, why would you do it that way?
Well, I mean, it really is a preference.
Like I've seen people bite the lime, take the shot, then lick the salt. I've seen people take the shot, lick the salt, then bite the lime, and then like I've seen people take the shot and bite the lime and not lick the salt.
Guys, life is a spectrum. Like really, just like everything's relative.
And everyone says it's all going to the same place. Shut
It's all
the fuck
going
up.
to the same
I mean, yeah, it's true. It is.
Live your life.
Well,
Well, I'm not going to take a tequila shot, but I will pour my whiskey.
refill.
Shot. Maybe I'll just sip in here.
Just take a nice, generous
Yeah.
sip of Makers.
I like sipping makers.
Well, to the two friends, let's kick off this episode with with the happy memory. What's
Yay!
we'll
best
talk about
friends.
we'll talk about how you guys met. How did that happen?
Cheers.
It was a dark, stormy night in London.
It got all quiet.
All you hear is
The sound effects.
yeah.
You know, maybe I should add that sound effect, like when we're drinking, like somebody taking like.
You should actually.
I know. Actually, I don't even use any of these sound effects. I hardly use the sound effects on the fucking episodes.
No.
It's really bad. Yeah, I always forget about them. Well, because sometimes I get so in the conversation. But actually, this setup now, having it in front of me, is a little better.
You need to hire someone who is.
That's what I said. I try to get her to do it, but she doesn't want to.
Oh, I mean, I can try to learn. But,
you said that the last time. I asked you. I was like, I would like you to learn.
I'm here. I won't even talk to you guys. I'll just literally be there listening for my cues. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of what
I listened to this podcast called The Fighter and the Kid, and there's a guy there that his name's Chin, and all he does is sit there hey man, what's going on in the world today? And he'll be like, oh well, this happened in the news. But that's it. He doesn't really contribute to many of the conversation. He knows a bunch of stuff and he does contribute, but he's kind of just there, working the soundboard, pulling up videos and everything.
I love it. I don't even have to be in the video. I'll be behind this little thing.
Like the Wizard of Oz, we'll just have a hologram of you.
Yeah, behind the curtain.
I love it. I did it. I'm applying today.
We'll have how about we'll just have a picture of you, of just your face on the glass.
That'd be excellent.
You're actually there, but you're not there. You know?
Just like how we have Home Castro as the Home Cast mascot.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, where is Home Castro?
I don't even know. I think they did.
Did they put him behind? Did they put him behind the mystery screen?
Oh, yeah, there he
is he Marissa's position right now?
Oh my
there he is.
That was genuinely terrifying as it was coming up.
Yeah, that's Home Castro.
He also looks like every one of my cousins. So,
ironically, that's my cousin.
I was like,
yeah. I'll tell you the story real quick because I know we told the story a zillion times, but he went to Temple City High School, which is a predominantly Asian high school, and they did something, I guess, for the seniors, right?
Yeah, because he was part of Brighter Side, which is like a musical Broadway show thing, and basically the freshmen create cutouts of they just create a cutout, but they make the body like their characteristics, something about them, like if Becky's on her phone all the fucking time and Sam's always is a football player
plays
also
football, someone plays basketball.
Yeah, so well he was the only Mexican kid, so they fucking they made him with the guitar.
That's so bad.
I know, living in Southern California, he goes to a predominantly Asian school and he becomes the token Mexican. And he doesn't even really speak Spanish or anything, but they're just like, Mexican.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
That's so funny.
I thought it was like a project that he had to work on when it was really little, but that was the freshman from his class made that for him.
I just think it's so funny how it still lives on. It's so fucking stupid, but it's still
it should. Yeah, everyone should have a cardboard cutout of themselves.
That's what I said.
So we need to make one of you, and we'll name it and.
Please
You'll be our mascot.
I wish I could have a cardboard cutout of myself just so I can use the carpool lane with myself.
Yeah,
just imagine getting pulled over with a cardboard cutout of yourself. This is Becky.
This is Reggie.
This is Reggie.
He's my buddy. We work at the same place. That's why. So,
Reggie's actually her dad's name.
See, there you go.
Shout out to Reggie, even though he's not on social media. Shout out to Reggie.
All right. Well, I asked you guys already. How'd you guys meet? How'd you all become a pair?
She really likes telling this story, even though I remember it differently.
Well, how do you remember it, bitch?
I don't remember it.
She was trying to say.
I remember.
Trying to play it off. Oh, I love this story, but she's better at telling it.
She always hates the story. So we both did drama in high school. I was a freshman.
Drama kids.
Yeah, real drama kids. I was a freshman and she was a junior. And I didn't really know her all that much. I just knew she was the chick with the boyfriend who was also in drama. They were just they were that couple.
You were the couple.
I was always the chick with the boyfriend.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, as far as I knew you in high school, yes, you were.
Yeah.
But then we were at rehearsal and she was just sitting down by the lockers reading Jurassic Park. So I come up to her, I start talking about her, talking about
you start talking about her. So hey, Girl, that hair, like, you got it.
Like, what?
So, I start talking to her about the book and everything, and I mentioned something about like a rhinoceros, joking like rhinoceros, but I say rhinoceros, and she looks at me with like the most shocked expression. She's like, "They're real?"
Oh, is it that? Yeah, have you ever seen a rhinoceros?
Yeah, it was something like I asked her if you'd seen a rhinoceros, and she was like, "Oh, they're real." And I kind of went with it for a second. I'm like, Marissa, like rhinoceros, yeah. And I swear at that point I thought like, okay, this chick hates me now. We're not. That was my one shot of being friends.
Yeah, just made her feel dumb right now. Like
the thing is that I genuinely don't remember that interaction, but I'm almost positive that I must have been fucking with you, or I must have been sarcastic or joking around or something, because I don't think I was that sad and pathetic. I don't. I had a lot of sad.
I mean, you're reading Jurassic Park. Come on, you gotta know, right?
Yeah. Like I was reading Jurassic
Well, first of all,
Park.
Who the fuck reads Jurassic Park?
I was so into it. Like halfway through the book, I was like, I can make a fucking dinosaur.
Like, I'm fucking give me a frog right now. I'm down.
I'm like, all I need is the DNA, bro.
Oh man,
I got it.
You're all going to the fucking dollar store and trying to get the little fake rocks with the mosquitoes.
I was into it.
You're like, fuck yeah, I'm about to make a velociraptor right now.
That was friends. That was like one of our earliest like interactions.
Seriously. Seriously though, like if you think about it, like someone reading Jurassic Park, like I remember meeting a kid that read Star Wars, and he ended up being a really weird fucking dude. Like,
yeah. No, I was that kid. Like I was weird.
I was the weird kid.
Yeah, I was. Not anymore. I've grown so much.
Now I'm a weird woman.
Thank you. I have to consider myself a weird woman now.
Young woman. I know. Yeah. Not quite lady yet.
Yeah, it's not lady. Yeah, that's a bridge I'm not ready to cross. Weird lady.
The weird.
I'm still weird woman right now. But yeah, like Chris tells me, one of my best friends from high school too, like tells me like one of the first times he met me, I was like laying on because drama we would have to like camp out
we'd basically camp out in the hallway outside of the room where we'd rehearse,
because the hours were crazy. Like I don't understand how our school got away with the amount
making us have like 8-hour rehearsals.
We had crazy rehearsals.
You were out at 2:45 out at midnight.
It was ridiculous.
But honestly, like we didn't mind because of all the shenanigans that would happen in the hallway when no one was watching.
Oh no, I know. Just like I know you fucking drama freaks. All right, I know shit went down in the drama room. All right, yeah.
Drama kids are like the most like sexually repressed and like frustrated.
Dude, was it your senior year? I think it was Music Man. You don't know because you were in the room working most of the time. But there was this group that joined, and we called them the Furries because they wore tails to school.
Oh, I know the Furries.
And they camped out at the end of the hallway where it was really dark. And they built like a little tent, and we'd just hear little animal noises, and nobody would go over there.
It's cool.
Oh my god, animal noises!
High school was weird, dude. People are weird. Like you like, especially drama kids. Drama kids are fucking weird. Even now, like when I meet actors and actresses, I'm like, you're a fucking weirdo.
Seriously. Total side note: I've been kind of rekindling with the theater community at my community college because I'm trying to get the fuck out of there and graduate, but I also need to like take theater classes and like do shows and like get involved. So I'm kind of coming back to this group. I'm doing like little improv groups after class, like fine, whatever. And I'm sitting there, and one, I'm one of the oldest people there, and two, I'm like, what the fuck? These people are so fucking weird and annoying. Like some of them are like really.
You're looking at me like, are you serious right now? Or
yeah.
Are you just fucking with me? Like
yeah.
Like,
it's funny because I went to film school I went to a state college where I graduated
went to film school
program. I did not go to film school, but
it was a school with film program.
It was a school with fucking film kids. Like, but
I mean, but you're SF State, so it was
SF State
a lot
represent
with a lot of fucking hipster kids who were involved in theater and who'd only watch
that's
black and gray films.
My cousin went to SF and came back like a different person. She's like, dude, total hippie, like all zen and
people
fucking
that like go there.
Who went to SF State?
Nooch.
Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where do you think she got it from?
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's fucking way cool. She's all down there and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All granola and shit.
All granola.
Granola out.
Oh my god.
All crunchy.
Hey, she listens to this, all right?
No, I mean that.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
No, granola. I don't think granola is like an insult. It just means like you're earthy. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I got it. Like earthy, natural.
I have not heard it as an insult or a compliment
I know.
Yeah, it's
or a reference.
I think
of
it's one of
any
those
sort.
words. I think it's one of those words that
referring
you're
to
just like,
anything
yeah,
but
like what?
I don't know. I just,
I
but
was
it,
You're
interested
you're
in it, though.
granola. What?
Yeah, I mean, I like it as a adjective or like.
But
Yeah,
you know,
adjective. Yeah, that's adjective.
but does it not fit? Like, you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
I say something like granola,
granola.
I like
I
it
mean-
so much. I'm going to use it in the next character description.
thank you. I didn't realize that it was
Dude,
so.
you're gonna see the
uncommon.
next white dude with dreadlocks and be like, "That guy's granola right now. That guy's so granola."
Exactly. That granola ass dude walking down the street.
Like, you know what you're talking about.
But you know,
Starting a new
I think
trend.
people
dude.
are literally
Yeah.
going to be like, yeah,
Yeah,
right?
Hashtag
Yeah,
granola
look at
people,
that.
dude. They're all natural, good for you, and earthy.
But also actually not that good for you. But has the
Oh
guy-
god! It
yeah.
depends. It depends where. It depends how long they've been out.
Depends
Oh fuck! That's terrible.
Sorry, Nooch. I didn't mean to.
Oh man, that's so good though.
I was just trying to make the comparison that film kids are a lot like drama kids.
They're weird.
And like going to like film school, you know, like I just like it's all the same type of kids that you meet in drama. And I'm just like, y'all crazy. I know you're crazy.
Well, honestly, I feel like I'm most connected to those people of all like the social groups. Like, you know, it's like you think the Harry Potter houses, you've got like the brave people,
all into Harry
you've got the
Potter.
evil people, you got the smart people, and you got the miscellaneous. Well, I'm 100% miscellaneous, so I belong in the drama kid category. I'm 100% fucking Hufflepuff because I'm miscellaneous. I'm not that smart, brave, or evil. So
You're all those things,
Thanks.
including evil.
Hufflepuff. That's right.
Hufflepuff. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, those are all like those are all like little parts of me, but I'm mostly miscellaneous.
That's why I loved Hufflepuff, and I was so sad every time because I kept on getting fucking
Well, I'm sorry, you're fucking
Gryffindor every single
brave
time.
and
I
smart.
hate that. I hate that.
No, I'm scared. Goddamn it! I'm terrified.
I'm Hufflepuff.
Well, I never technically got Hufflepuff with Pottermore. What happened was I took the test so many times and back and forth. I would either get Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, I would get Gryffindor or Ravenclaw. And then I was like, all right, fuck it. So I went online and I took as many tests as I could find. I even found one that compared like
I love that you were so committed.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you're like,
She's
I'm
like,
gonna find every
out.
test.
I took as many tests as I could
But
find.
there's one in particular. There's a couple in particular actually that came back, and all three times were Hufflepuff.
They were like extremely Hufflepuff. Like they would even like
Extremely
categorize.
extremely Hufflepuff. You are extremely Hufflepuff, lady.
extremely Hufflepuff.
All right.
Well, they would break down like the percentages of like what you are because you got like percentage this, percentage that, and like the Gryffindor and Ravenclaw ones would be kind of up there, but Hufflepuff was like the most. And then you do you know of the 16 personality type test? Have you ever taken that?
You're talking about Myers and Briggs?
Yeah,
the
that
main
thing.
one?
Yeah, that thing that we had
Or
to take in
Myers-Briggs.
psychology
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Schrader in high
I
school.
know about that one.
They did that one, but they compared it to, they basically put it like on a grid and they compared it to the Harry Potter houses. And I took my personality test and I got Hufflepuff, like completely Hufflepuff. So that's where I was like, all right.
Completely Hufflepuff.
completely Hufflepuff. You are very
You
Hufflepuff.
are all Hufflepuff.
So that's how I'm just like, I accepted it. At first I was in denial. I was like, fuck, I can't be
Yeah.
Hufflepuff. But now I'm just like, I've embraced it.
Yeah.
Definitely embraced it.
I've super embraced it.
I like Hufflepuff.
yeah.
I mean, before I had ever taken a test, I was like, oh, I'm faux show Hufflepuff.
But now
It's
you're
pretty brave
Gryffindor.
and confident of you to insist that you're Hufflepuff.
I can see you being Gryffindor. Totally.
Totally.
Total
That
Gryffindor.
is such a Insult.
My feelings are so hurt right now.
You know there are other people in Gryffindor other than Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron, though.
I know, but
like,
no one that I've been particularly like, yeah, I'm rooting for them. Like, or yeah, I relate to that human.
I suppose.
Like, except for like Ron Weasley, like, I get him.
Because he grows up in a big family with a lot of siblings.
Exactly.
With a, like a bomb-ass loving mother.
Didn't really have like, sure he's white, but like.
But like
he's got the privilege going on. It's
he
all
might
good.
as well been.
It's all right though.
You know,
he might as well been the Mexican
like,
of the wizarding world. I mean, he had so many brothers and sisters in a big ass family.
It's
like,
true. The wizarding world was different. There was a whole other class of racism there that I was like, you know what?
I'm not even going to go as far as to understand that.
Like my own privilege and like this like very black and white like.
I mean, yeah, he was poor. He was broke as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, they were like super broke. They had like, but were they really that broke?
Technically, no, but in
were
comparison
rich
to
in love.
they were totally rich in love.
They
and
were like the amount of broke that my parents were, because I like talk about that all the time when they're like, when my mom or like my parents are like, oh, we were like, we you know, you guys grew up. I'm sorry you didn't have like that much stuff growing up. And I'm like, you guys sent us to a private school. Like, sure, you're still paying it off now.
yeah, I mean, you
But
said
when you like,
right.
think about it, like we had like I understand our privilege, and I understand like the things that we were able to get over like a lot of things that
Shows
people aren't able
appreciation.
to get. Yeah, and it's
yeah. No, exactly. Like
that's why I'm like, I'm Ron Weasley. I do get that.
Yeah.
I fucking
There
hate
you go.
spiders.
also
Really?
your mother is absolutely incredible, and so is Ron's mom, Mama Weasley.
Yeah, my mom.
Very
Mama
supportive
Weasley.
people.
Super supportive and loving.
Yeah.
Don't you touch my daughter, you bitch. That shit would make me laugh. I was like, fuck yeah.
Everybody would. First time I saw that, I was like, "Oh fuck, she means business."
Yeah,
Was that
dude,
in
I
the
was like,
last,
fuck yeah.
films or any of the last films?
That was in the last
That
film.
was, yeah.
It was the battle.
Confession: I have not seen the last two Harry Potter films.
Oh my
And I was super into Harry Potter. Like
I know
was, like,
you read all the books.
crazy.
I'm the worst.
No, that's the thing. I didn't read the last book. Like I bought the last book when it came
How-
out. I stood in line and everything.
Are you
Like,
one of
I
those
was,
people
that
that's like, I
crazy
can't
and-
read it because I'm going to be so sad, like that it's over?
Yeah.
Oh my
And then years went by, and years went by, and years went by,
Dude.
and then the movies came out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I need to read this before the movies come out." And they came out, and here I am.
And you still haven't seen the movie.
Still haven't seen the movie.
And still haven't read the book.
books.
Do you know what happens more or less?
Yes, I
Because
actually
you
did
can't
really-
avoid spoilers for like
I
probably
did
10
for
years.
a very long time. I really did. Like I was so
Oh
good.
my god.
And
So
I
anybody
think-
that brought it up, yo, shut the fuck up. I haven't
was
seen it. She go,
literally
That movie came out like 8 years, Marissa.
I know I was good. I was like I was good. But recently, I just kind of started like caring less, and then I like was like, oh yeah, that happens. Good, cool. Yeah, they die. Oh. Good.
oh my god.
So I'm almost at the point now where I'm like, I should just watch the movie, but I still have.
It's very good. I
the
cry.
book, and there's a post-it on it that just says "fucking read me," and I'm like, yeah, one day, maybe. But I can't just read it now. I would have to read all of them all over again,
Oh shit.
and then read it.
Oh, there you go. Do that. Yes, definitely do
I'm
that.
struggling.
Watch it, and then do it, and then read all the books, and that'll be
One day.
beautiful. Yeah.
One day.
That'll definitely. I think that'll definitely make up for all the spoilers and everything. Like, 'cause then.
And
You'll
I
be
even
refreshed.
don't think I know everything right now. Like I think I've been that good that I only know like a couple. Like I'm not going to say right now because I don't want to.
Well, this is what happens right off the beginning. We're gonna go start off now. I can do that with so many movies. Like tell you exactly what happened, like from beginning to end. Like
I actually
I'm
love.
fucking-
My brother tells me so much. Like there are movies that I know I'm just never going to see, but I'm also interested in the storyline.
Yes.
So my brother will be like, "Do you want to know what happens? You're going to watch it."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe.
Or there are
but
movies that
wanna
I know would
Mm-hmm.
watching would make my heart so sad and would make me so stressed
Yeah.
and emotional, and I don't want to
Yeah.
put myself through that. But I also like so when he says like, "Have you seen this movie?" I'm like, I know the gist of it. Like I know this person gets raped and they're all singing in the rain, but like I don't want to watch a person get raped and like
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's a Clockwork Orange.
But I
Yeah, I
want to know the story. Spoiler.
See,
alert,
I
it's Clockwork Orange.
I mean, I know, but like, I just feel like there's certain things like I don't want to really see, but like I'm intrigued because, of course, it's a classic. But I'm just like, I don't want to like.
I do that a lot with her too, with The Office. Like, because I love The Office. I watched
Oh,
it.
you
like,
not finished The Office yet?
No, he watched it.
I would
watched
arguably
it.
say that's worse than not seeing the last Harry Potter.
Really? Fuck. I guess I really have
And
to.
I love Harry
The
Potter.
Office is so good. I'm telling you,
I've
it's so
gotten
good
into
'cause-
whenever I see him watching it now, like I'll sit down, like he can put it on, I'll be like, okay, I can watch this now. But I haven't, like, I know the names of the characters now, but I haven't like sat down and watched every single episode. But it's kind of like, oh, we're like, oh shit. Oh, like, okay, like I kind of like, he fills in some gaps, like, oh yeah, they got together. It's like, oh, okay. Or like, oh, they had another kid. I was like, oh, what? Okay. Like, I don't think too much about it. It's just kind of like I jump around, and I watched the very, very end of it, so I know how everything ends. So it kind of like,
Well, I mean, the end of it's not really important.
I've seen the beginning, I've seen the end, I've seen the wedding episode. Like I've seen like,
Yeah.
I just haven't sat down and really watched all of it. But like, I enjoy
It's
it.
become such an amazing like background noise because everyone has watched it so many times that I love putting it on the background when I'm cleaning. Or
That's
putting
how
it
we
in the
are. We
background
were
when
with
I'm
How I
like-
Met Your Mother. You don't like How I Met Your Mother? Guess not. Shit.
Well, see, I've watched The Office, and I've replaced How I Met Your Mother with The Office. I told her that. I was like,
Really?
yeah, I've like The Office is better than How I Met Your Mother. Like,
All right.
Yeah,
I'll sit down. I'll do my homework, and I'll watch it all the way
I'm
through.
telling you.
I mean,
Because she watches she likes How I Met Your Mother because it's all cutesy romantic stuff. And
it
you
is.
know.
I guess I just like that. But at the same time,
Well, so
like,
was The Office. The
Office has
a lot
cutesy
of,
moments.
Cute
honestly, I get so mad
Dude,
at
honestly,
Michael though for doing
the
things.
whole dynamic between Jim and Pam like makes like that's all of How I Met Your Mother pretty much like bundled up and with
Yeah.
just two characters. I'm like, man, like that's
No, they're super cute. Honestly, Michael pisses me off though. Like
He's
the
meant
fact-
to like it's a very awkward like I'll,
Yeah.
I'll agree like the first like especially the first couple
but you
seasons.
but you
like,
have to keep
Michael,
watching
like,
though
Yeah.
because like
exactly, yeah.
he comes through like
'Cause
he
there-
comes
there
through so like
later
so
seasons
big,
where I
like-
watched episodes where I'm like, oh, like I see you, like that's great. But
and
like
they
there were-
develop his character so well where it's like I know people like that where
Yeah.
it's like you're just like you were so awkward and you were like everything that I don't
but you have
do.
good
Yeah.
intentions. So you,
but also I'm like I want to take care of you.
Yeah, you're really coming through right now.
Yeah.
but you have good intentions, so you can't
Exactly,
like you can't
exactly.
hate him. But there was this one part that really pissed me off. It was when Phyllis made him oven mitts.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
And he was just like all pissed off about it. I was
because
just
he
like,
bought the iPod.
I was thinking, how dare you get mad? She worked so hard to make those for you, and you're gonna get mad at a handmade gift, you fucker. I hate you. Go die. But then I was like, all right, like he has other redeeming qualities, but I just got so mad at him for that. Like I refused to watch that episode because my heart broke for Phyllis so much.
He's really mean to Philly. He's really mean to
He's
Phyllis.
so mean to her.
And Meredith, he's really mean to Meredith.
He's really
too.
mean to Meredith too. But Meredith, I mean, come on, Meredith could take it.
She can't take it.
Meredith is so
aspire to
bad
be
too.
Meredith.
Hey, so if we had an agreement, right? If the office ever closed, that we'd have. No, that wasn't me. Damn it! Turns around, walks over to somebody else. Actually, I have Ralph Garman's podcast. He did an episode with her, the actress that plays her.
Oh, that's great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it was really good, but he fucked up the audio, so it was only like a 15-minute interview. It was supposed to be a whole hour, but it was only 15 minutes. But yeah,
That sucks.
but she super sweet lady. Like she's super nice and everything. Like seems like everybody's mom, kind of.
I'm sure.
All right, well, we're gonna play your music now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we're gonna
please.
play
Sorry
your
about it.
music.
No,
So Marissa-
that's like zero like segue.
Sorry about it.
Here we
Marissa,
are talking about The Office. Having
surprise,
fun.
bitch!
You
You're
let
playing your
down
own
my
shit.
guard, and now you're like, let me stab you in the heart.
That's how we roll here. What are you
That's how
talking
you
about?
guys roll
That's
here.
how we go. Yeah, that's how we roll
here
here.
in
I know.
Ratt Talk.
Marissa
know.
made some awesome music in high school, whether she thinks it or not. I really that's
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking
That's
about. You
kind of
guys in
how
high
we-
school. So
yeah.
no, it's a perfect segue. There you go.
That was a long ass time ago. We've been through at least
Honestly-
3 different franchises.
3 different sagas, two different sagas and a TV sitcom.
Yeah.
Well, we're back. We're back now.
We're
with the real
back
at Ratt Talk.
honestly this. I feel like I don't want to say this is why we became friends, but I completely admired you for being so talented, and I felt really awkward, like being like such a big fangirl over you. And then we became friends, so I felt like, okay, that's cool. So it's not really awkward that I'm like super obsessed with like her music or anything. Like now we're friends, so it's more like I'm a supportive friend. I'm not just a creepy stalker who like loves her music.
Yeah. No, that's sweet. It was always this really weird thing because in high school, I feel like, and I joke all the time, and I tell people, I'm like, I peaked in high school, dude.
Nah.
No, it's really just because I think I was more active in my creativity in high school.
I think you're allowed to be because you don't have a job.
You don't. I mean, you don't have a job, and also you think that everything that happens to you in high school is the end of the world.
Yeah.
Like regardless of whether or not you have these underlying,
so the highs are super high,
mental health issues. Like you regardless of that, like, yeah, anything that happens is like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I need to tell somebody about this because this matters, obviously, because it matters to me so much.
Honestly,
now.
like, I think.
And it's a lot.
I think maybe the reason why you're so weird about your music is because you know your mindset when you wrote that. Like you can maybe
and not even that. Like I think I'm more. I can relate to that more, and like I think that's the part that I'm like, oh, like if I could, I would probably take the lyrics of this and just keep that forever and be like, that's cool. But when I think about the quality, I think is what makes me so weird because like
really?
I don't think the quality is like super great in it, and I think that I was still
like
experimenting
the sound quality.
A lot of sound. I mean.
I think your
quality itself. Obviously, I was just like recording on a really shitty ass mic. Like,
I think when I
PC.
listen to it and when I hear your voice sing the words that you wrote down, I definitely could feel what you were feeling in a way. Like I could tell it really came from a heartfelt place and it was super genuine. So maybe like the sound quality wasn't the greatest, but it was still like, it was definitely genuinely raw and uncut. And the fact that I know you and I care for you, like it just made it that's why it's honestly so special to me. So we're going to play this shit. Sorry about it.
Which one are you playing?
I don't know, Matt. Which one are we going to play?
Well, we got 3 of them. There is
God.
Simply Lamentable.
I didn't play Simply Lamentable.
That's the shower song, right?
The shower song.
Easy. That one's so easy because that's literally just like an acapella.
That one's a short one. So if you play that one,
Femina?
Not Canis Femina.
Oh, that one's so good.
This
that one's
confrontation won't kill us.
This confrontation was killed. Is also cheesy as hell. They're all so bad.
I say
like,
play
are all so bad.
The shower song, Simply Lamentable, and
Not one. Let's play one and then talk about Harry Potter some more.
no.
All right, let's play one and talk about fucking.
Yeah.
Whoa. The Canis, Femina. What? How do you say that again?
Canis Femina.
Yeah.
That's like basically saying bitch, right? You're a motherfucker.
It was me looking up how to say bitch in Latin.
Yeah.
And it said Canis Femina, which literally means like female canine. And that was me trying to be clever at 16.
I love it because
or 17.
No, I absolutely love that.
I like that too.
I know. Can you play that one and the shower song and
well, Canis Femina is like this is actually
Wait, I think we only have time for one of them anyway, so we'll do Canis Femina.
Don't. You don't have to do it. Canis either one. I'm done.
We totally have time for both. Let's just do it.
No, don't. He's the podcast master. He's the Ratt Talk.
Do it.
All right, we're gonna play both.
Okay. And I'll tell the story after, I guess.
I used to lay in bed and think all about all the things I would do in the morning. But now I lay in bed and soak all about all the things I didn't do during that day. And I miss the times that I would compromise myself and my beliefs to better suit your needs. 'Cause I truly believed, yes, I truly believe that you loved me. And isn't that sweet? Isn't that just precious? Isn't that just enough to make you choke and fall down on the ground in hysterics? But that was now, and this is then, and I'm getting caught up in the past tense and lost in the when, and I'm choking on nostalgia and half swallowed down. Your acrimonious speech has left my bitter tongue limp in my mouth. But aren't we just precious to everyone we meet? It's simply lamentable, pathetic but so sweet. swore it most likely would. And my logic says it's just another sign that I will be alright. And I know I will. Still, it's messed up. So I close my eyes and pretend that somewhere you're crying again at the thought of all that you messed up, and you'll call me, but I'll just hang back. And the thought makes me a warm inside. They assure me, hey, you're gonna be alright. And I know I will. I know I will. Still, it's messed up. And I know I will. And I know I will. And I know I will. But can't help but wonder what spell you were under to make you surrender all you have fought for. And I know it's pathetic, but I can't seem to let this go. This grudge I am holding lonely keep growing, and this chip on my shoulder lonely grow older. And they say give it time, dear, and you'll be just fine, dear. Well, tell me something I don't already know. Like, was she worth it? Was she worth it?
And we're back.
So fun fact about that song. That
Oh.
last song.
I also have a fun fact about that song, but say your
Oh,
fun
great.
fact.
Everybody has fun facts. So,
I love fun. That is fact.
I love fun facts. The world will probably end in the next 100 years. That's a fun
Yes.
fact. Okay, no. Okay. So I wrote that song without the end part in high school, without the part where I start just playing like the chords and start like just crying.
But
Yeah.
still, can't help but wonder.
But
Yeah.
still-
Yeah.
Yeah, before that part. Before that part, it was literally just like me, like.
So
singing,
when did
like,
you write?
So there was a talent show in high school, and I like had performed it for the director, who was also the choir teacher at the time.
Right.
I don't know if you remember this.
The talent show. I remember the
It was a
talent
talent
show.
Yeah, it was a
I
talent
remember the
It
show.
was my senior year. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that quite vividly.
But I played it for him, and also I was going through a breakup at that time. Like
Yes,
that song like spells it out.
I'm
I was
aware.
going through
Yeah.
a breakup at that time. So I had written the song without that part, so that whole like last part was like taken out.
Yeah.
And it was just like that sad like without
the beginning part. Yeah.
Yes, which really isn't like there's no bridge, there's no chorus, there's no. It's just like
a fucking bummer, dude.
It's just me just singing about sadness.
Yeah,
but trying to be funny.
So is this chick's talent to make everybody sad?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's really my talent. She doesn't have.
but you performed it.
So I performed it for the director of the talent show, who informed me that I needed to add something to the song. He was like, as of right now, like I think the song is too empty for you to perform it, and you need to add something to it. I think it needs like an end, or I think it needs like some oomph. And he was like, right now, I think you're kind of just like, you're really just like floating through the song. And I was like, bitch, because he was like, I don't think you're really explaining how you feel.
Which choir director was this?
Mr. Law?
Oh yeah,
I'm so. This is live, and I'm so afraid that
he won't find this
one day.
I was never I was never inquire with him. I was not inquire until after you. Yeah,
and he's great. He's a wonderful genius of a human, and it's really helped build me.
No slander here at all.
Build me as a musician and an artist.
Right. Okay. But
well, I mean,
he told you how to add something to it.
Yes. So I did. And that was that whole part that I added. And yeah, I mean, that's the fun part. That's it. It's not really that exciting.
That's cool. Well, honestly,
it's just, I didn't do that last part, which I think genuinely makes the song until this person like pushed me to like be like, I don't really think
it is a really good song.
Saying what you like want to say.
I mean,
I don't really think he was good for much.
I don't think
but
you know
like,
how
the
you
fact that
feel.
he pushed you to do that little last
No,
part.
it's good because I think it really did make the song. Like I listen to it now, I still think the song is shit, but I think that like
that
at
part
least
is
that
like,
part is like
it does pick
up the song because up until that point it's just kind of
yeah.
Honestly,
So you as a musician, I mean, that's kind of something you're like, oh, you know, like thanks. I guess.
Yeah. Because I even like in all types of my writing, I think I have a tendency of just kind of like not really following any type of syntax or any type of like formula.
You just go for it.
Like I'm just gonna write, and then what feels right feels right. But I think that there are times to follow a formula and times to kind of just do what feels right. But
or you're like you do what feels right and you edit using a formula.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah,
it was just kind of my tendency.
So it's not really that much of a fun fact about
Hi,
it.
Mama.
Oh, your mama's
She keeps
watching.
texting me, telling me potty mouth. So I was
sorry,
Hi,
we
Mama
curse on this
Barrientos.
show.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember when you performed that. There was something about the follow spot. Her ex was working the spotlight when she performed the song.
Ooh,
So
saucy
I just
drama.
I remember.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Nick was.
Sorry. Her ex was working the main spotlight when she performed it. And I just remember there was the slightest quiver of the follow spot when she said, "Was she worth it?" And I got chills.
Why'd you say it like you're in an R&B? Was she worth it?
Was she worth it? It seriously, like that was like the last like chilling. That was the last chilling line of the song. Whatever. No. Yes, to everything you're saying.
But I was just laughing at the fact that he like was playing that in the background as you were saying all of that.
But I remember knowing that he was working the follow spot, and like I just like when you can kind of see the light quiver just a little bit, like you move your hand off of it, and it's just like the light.
So he shook. He was,
maybe he took his hand off. But I just was very aware that she was singing about the person who was giving her the spotlight. Like that was just like that was very prevalent in my mind when you were singing that.
That's good. But that is kind
now I'm
of
just
like,
utilizing this thing.
artistically, that might have been like, that's why I say my peak was in high school, because artistically, like, imagine bearing your soul, like, in front of, like, that, to me, that was, like, huge. That was, like, 80, 100 people, like, at the, like, at the most. But still, to me, I was like, oh my God.
Dude, I know.
Audience.
Yeah, that's that is an audience. I mean,
audience.
really.
And
Not
for the
only
whole
that,
fucking
but,
high
like,
school.
the person that you had, like, written this song about or even for is, like, manning
Right
the
there.
spotlight.
Yeah.
Like that's like every artist's dream slash like
is
peak
Like,
high
this is
school
my
peak.
fucking moment.
Yeah. I was like,
If you write it as I was playing, if you write a TV show,
I hope you're looking at it like that too.
Just fucking no.
Yeah,
but honestly, that
Freaking if my mom's still watching. Sorry.
That moment is so chilling though to think about. Like I honestly I will always remember that. So I feel like if you ever I feel like you should involve that in some kind of writing.
Yeah,
I feel
I'll
like
never be able to reach that moment ever again, so I might as well just write
Just
about
write
it.
about it and put it in a movie.
Yeah.
Sell it to Universal and
I think that's it.
they'll
That
make
was
it an
my
angsty
pick.
teen
That's
movie.
it. No.
Yeah.
17 years old, I'm done.
Real talk though, I feel like you did go through kind of a lot in high school, different things. You were the lead in the musical. Your ex was cast to play opposite to you.
It really wasn't that much.
He
but
got
it
pulled
was-
from the role because he couldn't hack it with his grades. So he got substituted by your best friend, which you don't know if it's better or worse. Like, I don't know who I want to kiss. Who would be worse to kiss, my very best friend or my ex-boyfriend?
Mine and my best friend's kiss for that musical was so awkward, and it was so.
I remember. I remember.
It was just like a. Like the entire time.
Yeah, 'cause he's like your brother.
No, genuinely.
No, everything. I feel like your experiences in high school, you could totally channel that and write something because you
Come up with something.
You joke that you
Everybody
peaked in high
feels
school.
that, though. Like,
no,
everybody
honestly,
feels like
my
it's
high
like,
school.
oh my god, my life. I should write about it.
No,
It's true.
Like
My
everybody
life
has
so
that like
exciting.
moment. Yeah.
the fact that you have somebody
No.
else telling you
No, my
that you
life
should
wasn't
write
exciting.
something and incorporate moments of your life and incorporate it into some kind of writing. I'm not saying everything like write about your life, but there are certain situations like your ex.
I could
being
write
on the
about how
spot.
my life should have turned out. That's what I could write about.
That's good. We all could write about that, I think, a little bit. Not how your life should have turned out, but like it's like we all could have written about
thanks.
that, man.
Yeah, your life. We all could have wrote your life.
Written a little bit about like how your life should have turned out.
Gee, thanks for.
No, but I feel like everybody has like that feeling where it's like I can very clearly write out how my life could have played out.
Everybody could
And what's
have.
so funny is that we're having this conversation and we're all like in our like what, like you guys are like in your early 20s,
Mid 20s.
mid 20s,
Mid?
mid early 20s. Yeah, I mean like
I'm turning 25 this November.
Silly.
we're in the beginning, guys. We got this. 60 is the new 30.
Yeah.
But like
That's what I'm hearing.
60, 30, fuck yeah. We're still kids.
We're still
We're
kids.
still kids.
We're just learning. Our
man.
frontal lobes are still developing.
Seriously.
I
Actually,
mean,
yeah.
true, but I also don't
Maybe
want
not
to
this
keep
episode,
telling
maybe
myself that
2023,
because I don't want to keep telling myself that I'm still young because if I feel like I know that person who says
She's
this-
gonna go to McDonald's right now as soon as we're done. I'm still young.
I feel like I know that person who's like, age is just a number. I'm still young, and they're literally like 35, and it's like, sure, age is just a number, but also you're.
Dude, I still plan on going to shows and being in a mosh pit at age 35.
Oh
What are you
no, that's
talking
wonderful.
about?
I'm
Yeah.
talking about still living with your parents, not married, not really
Oh,
doing
yeah.
anything at 35.
But those are based on like social constructs. Like those are based on things that you are told you need to do, are told that you need to be at a certain place by a certain age, and that's not real. Like that's literally a social construct. Like that's not real.
True, but I feel
Yeah,
like
you can
at a
live with your
certain-
mom until you die.
Yeah, you totally can. If that's what you want to do, you totally can.
I guess if you don't care about your mom and you're just like, Mom, feed me Hot Pockets till I die.
Well, no, I mean, obviously you'd carry your own weight around, but yeah, like
Oh, I mean, it's
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, there are people out there that are like, yeah,
There's a
that
difference
still live with their
between-
mom, but they're just like, I can't leave my mom. Like, I don't want to. I
right.
don't. Yeah.
No. There's a difference between renting out a room in your mom's house and being a provider for the house versus hanging out all day in your underwear saying, Mom, bring me Hot Pockets at noon or 12.
Ma, the meatloaf. We want it now.
Man!
Bathroom.
Right.
Bathroom.
We just watched that episode of South Park where they play Dungeons and Dragons, and his mom's totally cool with like bringing them Hot Pockets.
Shut
and
the
brings them a
fuck up
toilet.
right now. You don't know what you're saying.
What?
They're playing World of Warcraft on Dungeons and Dragons.
Same shit
Shut
to
the
me.
fuck
I'm
up.
fucking.
Oh my god.
Bird Up. You need to make Bird Up.
Oh, dude, bruh. Bird Up should be a good one on here.
All right, whatever. World of Warcraft, honestly, nerds and more nerds, whatever you want to go.
Dude, and then she gets mad at me because I watched Stranger Things without her.
Yeah, I never finished Stranger Things.
What?
Like
the first season and the second season?
I finished the first season and was like, no, this is really good. Then the second season came out and I was like, come on, like second season, let's watch it.
I know. Every time he put it on, though, it was just like we were watching his nieces and nephew and like I was like,
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. That was the first time
False.
I put it on. That was the first time I put it on.
Bears. Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, that's it. Michael!
Sorry, continue.
That is false.
False.
False. False. That was the first time that I put that show on. Second time, we were folding laundry and you did not pay attention for one little bit. So then I kept watching it after that. Like, okay, there was a third time, but I was like, fuck it, she's not even going to watch it. So I didn't pay attention. But then when I finally followed it, you didn't watch it with me.
All right, I know. I'm going to watch it.
And then she's like, oh, Universal, it's going to be Stranger Things. And I'm like, bitch, you don't even know. Actually, what you said...
You don't even know.
She was... Well, actually, what she said, she was like, well, how is that going to work? How is Stranger Things going to be scary? I don't think that's going to be scary. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like... Demigorgons running around everywhere, like, and then I tried to tell her, like, in the second season, there's this big giant stilt monster that, terrorizes the town.
Yeah. Second season gets real.
Spoilers. This is a spoiler episode. Just spoil everything. Spoil Harry Potter.
This is actually a Stranger Things episode that had a really long prologue.
Exactly.
Whatever. No, but you should watch it. It's good.
I know, I should.
But I get it. There's like a lot of like shows. I have never seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, I tried. I know there's something about a pizza.
I'm around my kid. I like expected to throw that as like a mic drop. Like, I've never seen Breaking Bad. And you guys are like, yeah.
No, I've seen Breaking Bad. I know plenty of people that haven't seen Breaking Bad. Because I was one of those people for a very long time. Like, Breaking Bad was over and it was like 3 years later. Then I was like, all right, finally, like, I have nothing else to watch. I finished Dexter. Whenever Dexter was there, and I was okay, I'll watch something else.
Dexter too, huh?
Yeah.
You'll
really like the second season. You're gonna,
I watched the first season. I was like, this is
second
cool.
season's gonna get you angry. It got me angry.
All right.
Second season's gonna get you angry.
We watched the first season. I was like, this is cool, but I wasn't really. No, Dexter.
Dexter. Oh,
yeah. I probably should. I love the name Dexter. I kind of want to name my child Dexter, but like, or at least incorporate.
Spoilers.
I want to incorporate the name, but I feel like I should probably watch the show Dexter like before. Not to say that I would name my child after.
Well, have you seen Dexter's Laboratory at least?
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Well, then you could totally name your child Dexter.
Plot twist is actually after my cat, and I had a cat named Dexter.
There you go. There you go.
But actually, ironic story. I was actually already planning on naming my kid either Damien or Dexter, one or the other.
Was it meant to be?
Wait.
No, do it.
Wasn't quick on the draw on that one,
okay.
So it was kind of weird, but it worked.
They got it. All two of them got it.
You mean Amanda and your mom?
Yeah, Amanda and my mom. They got it.
They're literally the only two people.
Does your mom still watch it? Probably.
I don't know. If
There's
there's
no
two
way.
people, are you watching it?
I have it pulled up on my phone,
Yeah.
and it says
I'm not watching it.
It says 4 people are watching.
Oh shit! 4 people are watching it.
I know.
Oh,
So
man.
people are invested.
Oh,
Shit.
man. I know.
It's as soon as we
Technically,
started
it's
talking
all
about
3 of
Stranger
you.
Things, everyone's like, it's a Stranger Things episode, guys.
Yeah.
Come.
You didn't share it on the Ratt Talk page, did you?
Oh, I did.
How do I share it? I don't know how to share this thing.
Actually, I don't even think I made it public. That was my bad.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, it'll be on the page tomorrow. So don't worry.
You should have. This was a good one. That's okay.
What does it mean if it's not public?
On the topic of your music,
Sure.
since we were already doing that a little earlier,
Yeah.
you did come up with a new song. You did a new cover
She
of a
made
song.
a return finally after all these years.
I did a cover.
Do you know what it's like being a fan of somebody who
cover.
doesn't put out music for a really long ass time, and then when they do, you're like, yes.
Oh my God. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, yes.
What?
I do know what that's like.
What do you? How do you know what that's like?
There was just a situation where there was an artist that I really followed and I loved and was great. Ours is still great.
Great.
They did not lose their greatness, but I love them. And then someone that I knew ended up hooking up with that artist because LA is too small.
I know who and what artist.
Yeah. And it's just, you can't listen to that artist anymore if you're a crazy person. And for me, it's like I can't listen to the artist anymore, like at least in the same way, because it's just like, you know too much.
Don't
and that's why I never meet.
Yeah,
never trust. And that's why I never meet artists at the end of a show. Because I'm like, I have, I like your music and I like what you do. There's no need for me to know who you are as a human. Like, there's really no need. Like, I just want to detach you and just listen to your music.
I feel like I'm the exact opposite. I'm more like, I connected with your music. I want to know you type thing.
And that's how it is at first. And then like, but when it comes to actually meeting them, or when you actually like cross that boundary of like, people who know them, and then all of a sudden you know way too much about them, you're like,
I guess I've never really experienced
I can't listen to that anymore.
Like in my experience of meeting, I want to say it's like
recording artists fuck a lot, right?
They do.
They do. Fuck a lot.
They do.
I guess
It's true.
Sure.
Anyway,
look at her. She's like, yeah.
She's like, they do.
I know.
I mean, no, it's not that I have.
Dude, you'd totally be a groupie if you're.
No, I've been in situations where I totally could have, but it wasn't. I mean, I've told you.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry? No, like.
Am I sorry? Sorry.
I have met people in bands that I genuinely enjoyed. I'd go see a band and they'd have opening acts, and I saw one of their opening acts. I absolutely loved them. I saw them after the shows at the House of Blues in Anaheim, came up after them. This is the Skank Agents, by the way.
Yeah.
Came up to them and were like, dude, you guys were fucking awesome. They're like, oh shit, thanks for like telling us we're awesome. Like, they were so stoked to actually like be recognized as being awesome, because nobody.
I really like this girl. She knows how awesome we are. She really understands how awesome we are.
Kind of, but then like when you see them multiple,
She sees us.
but then like
She really sees us.
when you
She's
see them
actually
again,
looking at me and not my bass. No.
but then like like you follow the band, and then like you talk to band members and you follow their Instagrams and and then you see them the next time. And then one of the band members was like, oh, shit, you're this person on Instagram. I know you. I was like, you're calling me out for my Instagram? All right, I guess we're friends now. Like,
oh, you know me on Instagram. We're instantly friends. Yeah.
Well, no, it was
that's
the
when you
fact
know
that,
it's
like,
real. Yeah,
out of the
exactly.
corner of my eye, I was trying to play it cool. Like, I saw Wade, who is the lead singer of the Skank Agents, and I saw him, and he was talking to people. Like, he had like a circle of people around him talking. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna like run up to him or anything because he's doing his thing. But then he stops mid-conversation and he points at me. He's like, oh, I know you. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, I was like, I'm not supposed to be the famous person right here.
Yeah, they'll throw back like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but it was so fun. Like, we acknowledge each other, and to this day we're still really we're still friends. Like, we
again, that's for people that haven't really made it yet.
Yeah.
Not to say they haven't made it, but like haven't really.
I guess that's It's like that's why it's like I don't want to call it groupie, but I think it's totally possible to see somebody like whose music you connect with, like maybe if they haven't made it or anything, and still be like, I like you, like tell me about yourself.
Yeah,
like,
if they're not
which
doing,
is kind of like how
if they're not doing headlining tours, or at least like co-headlining tours or whatever, it's like
yeah. But I guess I feel like that's kind of how I wanted to be friends with Marissa, because I saw how creative she was and how she really just bared her heart through her music, and I absolutely loved that, and I thought she was a fucking badass and
then
really
you
cool
had
for
this
doing that.
Big debut 16 days ago. I already pulled it up and everything.
Oh, no.
Oh, you recently made a return. And
Hey, is there any more water?
It's not really a return. Oh, yeah.
Do you need more water?
I'll get some in a second. I'll
You
get
want some of that?
No, it's okay. Good luck. That's for you. That's a very satisfying sound.
I know. Huh? But yeah, you recently made a return.
I did. I don't like calling it a return because it's not meant to be a return. It was just I had this idea of doing this cover for a really long time, and then me and my brother did it literally on the road. Like, most of this song is recorded on the 5 freeway while I'm driving, and him holding a microphone to my face.
Nice.
As I'm driving, and him like literally coming up with like beats on the spot. Like, my brother is a genius. Berries and toast. He's
Shut up, Berries and Toast. Go
Berries
follow.
and Toast, go follow and subscribe. But yeah, like, I mean,
Sorry, that was a shout out horn.
Another delayed reaction.
no, he's a talented one. I'm actually. I mean, I literally just like I don't like I can't.
I don't think he would be as talented if you weren't his older sister. I really feel like maybe he pushed himself because I know he really looks up to you.
But he's better in every single way than anyway. Anyway, but it was fun because I just had this idea of like doing this like because
And then made it
Blank
possible
Space,
just by fucking.
yeah, because Blank Space is like this like funny song that's like every described crazy girl has really like clung on to, and they're like, oh my god, that is so me.
But honestly, it's actually like,
Yeah, I can see that.
And like,
it's not a bad song though.
it's
like,
not
if you really take apart
it's
the
not a
lyrics
bad
of
song. Like it's I think that's why it was one of Taylor Swift's like most popular songs, is because it was her, like, at least it seemed, it had the guise of her being like, oh, I'm just gonna like put on this like costume of what you all think that I am, like, of this like crazy girl, and like this girl who just like it's just being like hyper self-aware. It was very meta and very like, so I kind of like turned it around to be that, but also open the spectrum a little bit more to be a little more, you know, a little more queer.
Yeah. No, and I dig that because in the original, the lyric, boys only want love if it's torture. But when you sang it, and girls only want love if it's torture, I feel like that actually reigns a little bit more true. I feel like guys are way too lax to really think about that. But I feel truly that girls only want love.
Yeah.
If it is torture.
And I added like a Lana Del Rey like lyric in the background too for the bridge to kind of just make it a little bit
Really?
more like,
What was that?
Just threw a little zest.
yeah. just
No,
a
what
little
was
zest.
I didn't catch that, but what was it?
It's that one that she got really famous, not really famous, but the one that got really big for The Great Gatsby. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Yeah, but I mean, it
No,
was
I
just
don't know
that
what that
verse.
is.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know
I
it
don't know either.
either until like I was like, oh,
I didn't
This
even
song.
catch that, so I'll listen for that.
yeah. Anyway, but I mean, it was meant to like add all these different layers to kind of like have the same meaning, but also add more to it in a way that was like, I don't know, it's more relatable to more people, I guess. But the actual mixing is really bad, so I feel like that's why like one of the reasons where I'm like, oh my god, like
I don't think the mixing's bad at all. I think it sounds
good. Yeah, it's a
incredible.
good cover.
I feel like the quality of it is
But
great.
I feel
we
like
are
we're
going to
running
close
out
out
of
on this
time,
song.
so-
Yeah, we are closing out on this song. So thank you for coming in and filling the air, giving us your. I don't know. What did we talk about again?
We kind of just like ran the
Just, I
gamut
know,
of
yeah.
Harry
Thank you for ranting with us
Potter, The
and
Office.
It was
helping
great.
us fill the
You know,
air,
talking
have a good
about
time.
all those things that matter.
I feel like this kind of encompasses what a best friend episode is.
Should
like,
sound like.
It's what it should sound like. Thank you for being on. Thank you for being my best
Thank
friend in
you.
the entire world.
I hope to be on again one day and actually have things to like share with you guys. I'm really excited.
Well, duh.
Of course. There'll be other times. We'll
Yeah,
definitely have
absolutely.
you back. Yeah.
Thank you guys. You guys are great hosts. You guys are both great.
We try.
Funny.
love
you
you.
have
I
a great dynamic. I love it.
We try.
Do you want to follow? Well, again, let's shout out Berries and Toast again. You want to?
Berries and Toast, check him out. He produced this, but this isn't his best work, but it's also very good. But check out his solo stuff because it's even better.
Do you have any shit you want to plug?
This is literally the only thing I have out right now. So,
You can follow her on SoundCloud under what, Riss?
no, my SoundCloud is pretty hands, bad brains. Pretty hands, bad brains. SoundCloud.
Pretty hands, bad brains.
Yeah.
Pretty hands, bad brains.
And Berries and Toast. Check out that.
And check out Berries and Toast. Well, thank you for being on, Marissa.
Yep.
I love you.
Thank you, everybody that tunes in. Thank you for following. You can follow Ratt Talk always on Facebook, SoundCloud, all that good shit. This has been another episode. We'll see you guys next week, people, and be safe out there.
Pew, pew, pew.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Girls only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. Girls only want love if it's torture.